We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Falcons and the Kangaroos. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Todd Butts, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1.
First pitch, 7:05.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hits this one hard the other way. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
That is first. The first baseman.
Digging in, Brad Sanders. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here it comes. Belted high and deep into right center. A ball that's carrying. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian. Jason Jones, the right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy was really good in his last one. He took the loss, but he pitched 8 complete innings and was pretty good. If he pitches as well as he did in that one today, chances are he's going to get a win for himself and for the team.
So coming to the plate, Kevin Berman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Behind 0-2 now. And it's 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Giro? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
The 1-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bellamy is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Coming to the plate now, Jeffrey Bellamy. And he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there.
Bellamy.
Splitter swung on and missed 0-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. The bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Into the box, Kevin Root. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
That is it.
Ready now, Bo Sanders. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Hard hit ball to short. Fielded cleanly. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is settling in now. Adrian Esparza. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away. Ring him up on the screwball, and that's the first out of the inning. So striding in, John Biggs. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
That is good. The second baseman, Ike Bellamy.
Striding into the box, Ike Bellamy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. At the plate, Josh Means. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Striding in, Taylor Battle, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, Pat Sample.
So striding forward now, Pat Sample. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first 2 guys made outs on just 1 pitch. What are they doing up there?
popped him up. Biggs has a play. And that's the third out. Standing in, Edwin Macias, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2. And he's able to find a knockout there.
So now to the plate, George Logan, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He'll enter play here at 323. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1. Logan playing here in his age 26 season. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fouled off. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. There's ball 4.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Alexander Reese, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike 1.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Putter low, 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
At the plate, Kevin Brummett. Now both runners are breaking. He swings and misses. Throw down. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here. Ready with the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Flash is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Striding in once again, Bart Flash back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Flash is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Macias moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter, Joel Sloan.
At the plate, Joel Sloan. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Into the box now, Brad Sanders, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Now the pitch.
Ball 2. 2-2 the count.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Esparza is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Now at the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
The 0-2 delivery.
No, that's down.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2. He's down low, and he gets the call. Strike 3 looking. So just the one. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Donnie Roland. And it's fouled away. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, the kid, Esparza.
So stepping in, the kid, Esparza. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Third baseman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Adrian Esparza. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Stepping in, Kevin Root.
The second baseman, Kevin Root.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. A 1 pitch on its way. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Macias has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Now batting,
Digging in to try it again, Bo Sanders. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Pops this one up. Roland has room in foul territory. 2 gone.
the batter.
In now, Josh Means, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitcher.
Popped up. Reese is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. At the plate, John Biggs. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
John Biggs.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
The 1-2.
Oh, that's good.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. He's got it, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ike Bellamy.
Stepping in, Ike Bellamy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Cut fastball taken for strike one. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Now at the plate, Edwin Macias. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
And that misses for ball one. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Here it is, the 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
To the plate now, George Logan. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Macias is off at first with 2 away. And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Digging in, Alexander Reese, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. In the dirt here. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it is. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Into the box, Taylor Battle. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh, that's it.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees. 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery.
Down to 3-2.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Brummett is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Pat Sample.
Now at the plate, Pat Sample. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The center fielder, number 8, Bart Black.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Bart Flash. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Joel Sloan will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Brummett. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
From the stretch. Fouled away. Now the 0-1. Fly ball out toward right field. Sample is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now back, first baseman, Johnny Roland.
Now at the plate, Donnie Roland. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope. Ball one.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now back, left fielder, the kid, Esparza.
Digging in once again, the kid Esparza. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitter's counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
That finds the zone, a called strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Standing in now, Adrian Esparza, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. He's set the payoff pitch. This is line to left. Bellamy is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. No damage done after the 2-out triple. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Brad Sanders. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Stepping in now, Jeffrey Bellamy, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. The 0-1. Forkball, and he's looking good now, 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. To short, hit hard. And that's through, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
So now to the plate, Kevin Root, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly to second for one. On to first, a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Stepping into the box, Bo Sanders. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Comes set, the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Here's the 2-1.
Ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Men on third with 2 down. And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Cletus Jones gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Now in the box, John Biggs. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Splitter taken here, 2-1. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Flash is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now back, second baseman, Ike Bellamy.
Ready for another chance, Ike Bellamy. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bases are empty, one man out. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The pitch. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 6th home run on the season for him. And this ball game is tied at 1.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now batting, the right fielder,
At the plate, Edwin Macias, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ball and a strike.
One strike.
Outside, 2-1. Now a pitch on the way. 2-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
I got 3-2.
Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
the batter, number 7, designated hitter, George Logan.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, George Logan. A couple of walks for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Outside and a full count. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the third baseline. but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Fouled off. The next 3-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. 7 complete here tonight. All even now at 1-1. Colby Farmer will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Josh Means. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Macias is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Into the box, Taylor Battle as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here's the 1-0. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. A dive, but he's back. Chopped back to the mound. Can they turn it? One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. David Ellis is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
David Ellis.
Ready for another shot now. Alexander Reese.
The shortstop, number 13.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball in.
Popped up. Sanders over to his left. He's got it one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Brummett.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Brummett. third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Now we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
To the plate now, Donnie Roland, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 count. The pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Into the windup with the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The next 1-2.
Inside, ball 2.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And another foul ball. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Bart Flash. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. One ball, 1 strike to count. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And it's fouled away.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The 2-2. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. Here now the 2-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
In now, Joel Sloan, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses. 1 out, nobody on. Outside with that delivery, and it's 3-0 now.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you, but if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep too.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Hit well on the ground to first. Right to him. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brad Sanders.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brad Sanders. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one.
1-1.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 2 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So digging in now, the kid Esparza.
The left fielder, the kid Esparza.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Two and one.
I got 2-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Hard hit towards center. And he is going to have extra bases to start it out. And your winning run will be in scoring position. And just like that, the winning run is into second base with a lead-off double. Baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Here's the first pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. A possible winning run on second. No one out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch.
Nope, outside.
Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. John Biggs waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The catcher, number 99. John Biggs.
Standing in, John Biggs. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And the winning run is across to score.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the tops player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. High Desert came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Colby Farmer gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the visitors, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.